Okay, so today's video is how to switch your door handles or remove your door handles on a Mini F56. So let's start by opening the door. And then we have this cover here, this rubber bung that we have to remove. Okay, then in this rubber bung, in this hole here, is actually a 4mm Allen key bolt that just holds this back section here. I don't know if that picks up on camera. There's a metal plate there. There's a 4mm bolt that goes through and just hooks on here and holds this plate in. So that's what we're aiming to remove by going in through here. Okay, so the camera's as close as it can be, and hopefully you'll be able to see just here. So going in at this angle, there's actually a little bolt that doesn't have to be done all the way, but we just have to get it loose enough to release that panel in the door handle. So let's loosen that off. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's 5 turns. Let's see how loose that is. Okay, so the metal bracket we're removing is this one just buried in here. Let's see if we can get behind it with the screwdriver. We can. So it's this one here, like I say. It's not quite loose enough yet, so we'll give that Allen key a few more turns. Right, so that's 3 more full rotations. There you go. And that's it out. Like I say, you don't want to take the bolt all the way out. So if we come in from this angle above, you may just be able to see the thread. So you may just be able to see the thread of that screw poking through the plastic, and that's how we want to leave it. We don't want to take that bolt all the way out. So that's the first bit done. Okay, so I think it may help to explain removing the door handle by showing you an actual handle. So if you look from the side there, this is the handle I'm replacing. So I'm dechroming mine. But you can see here, you've got a hook at the front end and this clip-on bit. So what you need to do is to remove the door handle, is you've got to pull it out. So pull this back end out, just like the normal pivot of opening the door. And then we need to pull that way, because that hook has got to unhook from a pivot point at the front. And you can see that little plastic bit there, that also hooks onto the actual door latch, the door mechanism. So we are literally pulling out like that and then lifting that way. So it might not be so clear on the car, that's why I thought I'd explain it. So let's give it a go. Okay, so, well, that was really easy. That came off a lot easier than I thought it would. That's the door handle now off. So what we need to do is disconnect this cable, but make sure it doesn't drop into the car. So we're going to put a little bit of tape across that. So just to remove this, it just looks like, I can even do it with my fingernail maybe. There you go. That's that disconnected. And just while we're working with the other door handle, let's get a little bit of tape. Tape that down so we don't lose that into the door. So what we'll do, let's clean all this up so we're not fitting the door handle onto a mucky door. Okay, so just to assist in refitting, here, if you look here, is the locking mechanism, which the back end of the handle is. So it's just through there where that is. And if you put your long flathead screwdriver through the hole to where you took the rubber bung out earlier to do the Allen key bolt, you can actually get that screwdriver in and lift that forwards. And then inside this hole, just to the left, is the pivot point that the door handle needs to hook onto. So we're going to give that a go now. Okay, so let's get the door handle reconnected. So just pop that in there. And what I want to do is just have a bit of a test. Right, so that pivot point, you can feel that locking in. So now we've just got to worry about getting this back end hooked onto there. So we're going to try with a screwdriver through this hole. It's going to be tricky to show you on camera. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we're going to put our screwdriver in from the side, pull those prongs forward as far as we can. And hopefully that's hooked on now. We've got that correct. Put our gasket on, so some little plastic hooks there. It hooks over and stays on the door. Same at this end. That's front end. Should be secure now. That actually wasn't a bad process to get that hooked on. So you've obviously got to do it by feel, make sure that that front edge is hooked onto the pivot point that's in here, sort of there. And then as you pull those prongs forward, as long as you pull them all the way forward as far as you can, by putting your screwdriver through the hole and doing that sort of motion, you should easily be able to hook this bit of plastic onto that. So that's now on and in place. All we've got to do is find our metal bracket that we took off earlier. And that hooks in right like that. Then all we should have to do, get our 4mm Allen key. Let's put our Allen key back in at this sort of angle, then rotate clockwise to do that back up. Okay, and then you suddenly feel that pinch and lock. Now that's in place. Put your rubber bung back in. That's your new door handle fitted to the car. Okay, so let's switch over to the driver's side. So removal of the driver's side should be exactly the same as the passenger side one. So remove the bung first, so we can get into our Allen key bolt, which is a 4mm Allen key bolt. Turn it anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 9 did it last time. Yep, 9, and that metal plate's out. There you go, and that's off. Then again, remove that. Okay, so on the driver's side, this is a little bit more of a tricky process because we can't come in from the side and behind because we have the locking mechanism in place. So it doesn't matter whether you're in America or UK, you've still got this locking mechanism, it's just on the other side of the car. So you can't get a screwdriver in to pull the forks forward to hook the back end of the door handle on. So what we need to do is actually get an elastic band, or in this case a hair band, put it through this hole and actually hook it over those prongs so we can pull them out, and we can then remove this afterwards. That's absolutely fine, it's not going to get trapped in there or anything, but that will allow us to do it. It's got to be quite heavy duty. That's why I haven't got an elastic band, I've actually got a hair band. So I'm going to work out how to hook that over off camera. It's going to be tricky trying to do it with the camera in the way, and then we'll pick up the process after that. Okay, so apologies, the audio cut off on this recording, so I've had to do it separately. However, you can see in my hand there is the implement that I've made using the hairband and a piece of tape wrapped around it to make a loop that you're able to hook onto the prongs and pull those forward. Okay, so we take that implement on a pair of long nose pliers and hook that around. So you can see there we've managed to actually grab hold of that, and we can pull on the elastic, and it'll actually pull the two prongs forward, so we can open and pop open the door just like that. Okay, so next you can see there we've connected the door handle, and we're just going to refit it exactly the same as we did on the passenger side. There's no difference to the process here. Hook it on at that front end, then you use your elastic band to pull those prongs forward, and you'll be able to hook the back end in place. Okay, then from here on out, so we've sped the clip up a bit because the fitting process is exactly the same as it is on the passenger side. So all you need to do is make sure you get that rubber gasket in place. You can pull your elastic band out because you don't need that in there anymore either. And then your next step will be doing up your 4mm Allen key bolt. So get that metal bracket in place and then do that bracket up. So you can see there that bracket's going into place. Okay, so you can see we're just using our 4mm Allen key again, just to do that bolt up on the back of the door to hold that metal bracket in place. Okay, so once you've done up that Allen key bolt, don't forget to insert your rubber bung to block up that hole, and also insert your keyhole cover, just like we're doing on the video now. And then that's it. That's your door handle attached on your driver's side as well, so it's super easy. Hopefully you find this video useful. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe. That really helps the channel. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.